Hi Virgo, good evening. Welcome to my channel, Mystic Rose Awakening, and your weekly tarot read. We're going to start off with a sound bath, an energy clearing. I want you to close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, focus on the sound of my singing bowl. Going to transmute your negative energy into positive energy and clear anything that cannot be transmuted or is no longer serving a purpose for the collective of Virgo. Here we go. And now we're going to call in the positive energies. The top. Malkuth. Vigabura. Vigaduna. La Olam. Amen. Alright, let's get started on your read. Fix the camera so you can see the shuffle and the cards. Okay, Spirit, show me what I need to see for the collective of Virgo. We've got the Chariot and the Death card reversed. Show me what I need to see for the collective of Virgo. What does Virgo have going on for this week? King of Pentacles. Virgo. Thank you. The World card upside down. Show me what I need to see. One more card for the collective of Virgo. Thank you. And we've got the Queen of Swords. So the Chariot indicates movement, could indicate a Cancer sign, Cancer energy. I always think sometimes too a decision. Because of the black versus white horse. The Death card reversed. Let's see what the book says about the Death card reversed. $140. So the Death card would indicate like an ending of something, which could also indicate a beginning, because one door never closes without another door opening. It says the reverse meaning of the Death card is avoidance or fear of change, wariness, stagnation, pessimism, depression. The reverse meaning says it's normal to be fearful of change. Life often seems so threatening that we feel we must cling on to those few rocks of stability that exist in our life. Even if deep down we know it is time to move on. The trouble is, if we cling on for longer than we should, we can end up suffering from feelings of stagnation and pessimism. Fear, rather than trust and joy, is ruling your life, and fatigue or depression can result. You may not be experiencing such extreme symptoms, but instead, you may simply feel that your life is stuck in some way. Old habits die hard, as the saying goes, and the more unconscious your resistance to change, the more you are likely to experience a sense of inertia or lethargy in your life. So it looks like some movement is needed, and you're likely resisting out of fear of change. King of Pentacles. Kings symbolize wisdom and consideration, but also can symbolize cynicism and disillusionment. Pentacles represent earth signs or practical matters. So it could be that you're dealing with an earth sign, so a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, a mature, so it could represent you, Virgo. A mature Virgo, a mature male Virgo. It could represent also let's see, what am I getting out of this? So we have movement needed, but we're stuck and stagnant right now out of fear. It's got Virgo energy here. It could be indicating something to do with practical matters. It could be indicating another earth sign. It could be you that is the one who's stuck. And then we have the World card in reverse, which to me, the World card in reverse, in reverse, he's in the position of the Hanged Man. And so what Spirit's telling you is it's a time, the Hanged Man represents a time for introspection, a time to go within, connect with your inner self, pray, connect with the divine on this subject. And then we have the Queen of Swords, and queens can indicate the same as kings, an older woman, or perhaps wisdom and consideration, but also cynicism and disillusionment. Swords can represent some type of a conflict. It could be a dispute between Virgo and someone else, somebody who's in the Queen of Swords energy where she's just, you know, there's a conflict here and she's just got her back to that. Swords can also represent intellectual development before being realized into the world. Intellectual development, a time for introspection. So let's get some clarifier cards out. Oh, and by the way, Virgo, I meditated on this read before I started it, and the colors that I saw very prominently were blues and greens, indicating a need for you to speak your truth. And green can symbolize emotions and healing. The message I was receiving, what I was getting out of it, was that in order for healing, you need to speak your truth. Also, I would like to give a shout out to my niece and my brother, who are both Virgo, and whom I love to the banana moon and back. All right, let's get some clarifier cards out now. Clarify the Chariot, Spirit. Why do we have the Chariot for Virgo here? What does Virgo need to know about the Chariot? I don't think so. I don't have a feeling about those. They're all just stuck. There we go. Ah, okay. Shadow. So, at the top of the shadow card, we have the number 18. In numerology, 1 plus 8 goes to a 9. Nines signify completion. Nines can also signify leadership, idealism. I see a lot of blues on this card. We've got one hidden in the dark. There's a moon on him. So the blues are for intuition. Moons also indicate intuition, and there's a moon here on him, and also a spiral, bringing your focal point to a matter. And the other guy is in yellow, and that represents the sacral chakra and standing in your power. One more clarifier card out on the Chariot, Spirit. One more clarifier card out on the Chariot, please. Why do we have the Chariot here for Virgo? Oops. Too many. I see a lot of green there though, Virgo. And guess what else? You see that? Greens and blues. Why do we have the Chariot out here for Virgo? What does Virgo need to know about this Chariot? So look at this. Shadow card means your shadow self. The dark side and the light side. The dark side and the light side. So it's an internal conflict that you're having, from what I'm getting from this. A fight between dark and light. Some shadow work is needed, maybe. Healing. Heart chakra. Thank you, Spirit. All right. I want to see what the book has to say about this shadow card here. 18. This card represents emotions, sensitivity, and a reminder that nothing in life is at a standstill. This is a world of constant flux, and one thing is certain, everything changes. This card is calling you to action. The time is now when you may have to face your worst fears and look into the dark shadows of your soul. So this could be indicating that you're embarking on the dark night of the soul. You must learn to confront what you've avoided and walk courageously through it. Always know that life naturally revitalizes itself. And we've got the heart chakra card here. Revitalizes, heals. Heart green represents healing. The shadow card promises that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Recognizing that by no longer denying your past and letting the tears fall, you'll discover the diamonds in the treasure chest of your soul. This is a cleansing process to wash away and clear out what was once avoided, ignored, or pushed aside. Some of you are going through the dark night of the soul right now. This card indicates that this is a time when your psychic sensitivity may be quite intense. Learn to open up to it, or if need be, to turn it down. Your body is one big psychic antenna, so just remember that you're in control of how high or low you want the reception to be. Mother Earth can assist you in this period of change, sensitivity, and healing. My dear Virgos, let me just share something very personal with you. I went through this process, and it is not for the faint of heart. That's for sure. Also, while going through this process, my psychic senses, all of them, busted wide open on me out of the blue amidst this emotional experience that I was going through, and it terrified me. And at some point I was able to command it all away somehow. Like, I was like, and I don't have the emotional capacity for all of this, and I shut it off. I didn't do it willingly. I was yelling at the universe, but my energy just shut it down. So if you're having this issue, you have that power to turn it up or turn it down. All right, let's get back to your read. Okay. Don't fight this process, Virgo. You need to live into it. If you fight it, it will prolong it. You need to live into it. Go through the emotions that you need to go through. Like the book said, there is light at the end of this tunnel. So, allow yourself the feelings. Practice a whole lot of self-care. Most importantly, reach for help. I have been through this. I know of some very great resources. I myself can help you with it. Please feel free to email me at mysticroseawakening@gmail.com. Let's get a clarifier out on the Death Reverse card for Virgo. Spirit, what do we need to know about the Death Reversed card? What does Virgo need to know about the Death Reversed card? What do we have the Death Reversed here? Why do we have the Death Reversed here? Spirit, what do I need to know about the Death card reversed? Clear messages, please, for Virgo. Goodness. Okay. So we have suffering in silence. Oh, Virgo. Suffering in silence. Disruption. You see, he's like tied up, tensed up, fighting it off. The storm, it was sent to wash you clean, I promise. And we have patience and planning. Oh goodness, the patience for sure. Be patient with yourself. As I said, reach for help, Virgo, because I'm telling you, this is one of the most intense experiences I have ever had in my life. So be gentle with yourself. Self-forgiveness, it's so important. As you go through this, you're going to be faced with a lot of things that you might be harboring guilt over. And you need to forgive yourself in the same way you're praying that Jesus will forgive you. We need to have that same kind of forgiveness that we're banking Jesus has with ourselves, with others. So as you go through this process, you're going to be faced with all of your demons. And the only way through this is to look them in the face and deal with them. As you're doing this, you've got to come to a place of forgiveness. Forgiveness for yourself. Forgiveness towards others that have wronged you. And that doesn't mean that you have to absolve them of their wrongdoings. It doesn't mean that at all. What that means is that you stop living in the feelings that they cause to you, that you allow the feelings to come out and flow through you first, and then you make a choice to move out of that negative space and into a brighter future. What they did to you, it was wrong. It was inexcusable, and it doesn't mean that you have to call them up and say, hey buddy, or lady, I love you and I forgive what you did, and it's all forgotten and under the bridge and we're gonna be best friends now. No, no. You don't have to tell these people that you forgive them. You don't have to talk with these people ever again. As a matter of fact, you need to set healthy boundaries. And if they did something atrocious to you that you're now having to deal with, it's likely best that you don't. But it's also best that you stop living in the feelings that they cause to you also, because that's the power that they or the situation still will have over you. And so forgiveness really means that you let go. You let go of those feelings and you move on. And you tell happier stories of your life. You don't go back to those thoughts, and you will once in a while. When you do, you just find the lessons in the situation and have gratitude for what you learned. You turn your back to that shit and you keep moving forward. Oh, where did the book go? There it is. Okay, it's been a long day. Hopefully that got a smile on your face. At my expense. I'm happy to be of service. All right, suffering in silence. Number 9 is a completion. So that's a good sign. It says, stop. Your soul is calling out and needs to be honored and heard. The answers you seek aren't necessarily found in the outer world. The time has come for you to step back and withdraw from outside commotion. The solitude card is a reminder of how important it is to pause, still the mind, meditate, reflect, and reevaluate, and discover the wisdom and answers within the very soul of your being. When you become more aware of your soul and heart, you strengthen the link to the divine source, and you're able to once again remember your true perfection. Meet your soul halfway and schedule some time alone to commune with your soul and give the power of spirit the opportunity to reinvigorate you with life force and vitality. Conserve your energy and deal with one thing at a time as you follow the prompts from within. When it comes to moments of quiet, inner solitude, it really isn't about quantity. It's the quality that counts. The soul constantly draws to itself what it needs in order to learn and grow. For example, during this period, someone may step into your life, and by sharing his or her own experiences, you may receive helpful insight and wisdom into your own. And then we have disruption. We have a 16 at the top of this card. 16 goes to a 7 in numerology, which is a very auspicious number to have, even though it does not look like an auspicious card. 7s represent magic, spirituality, and research. And in your case, I'm going to go with spirituality here. And look at this 7 and, oh, well, you can't look at this because I have the camera up. So, as I said, 1 and 6 goes to a 7, and the other card that had come out with this is a 7 also. I don't know if you can see that. Let me fix this camera again. I like to look at you when I talk. So, see, I don't know if you can see that. It's such a glare, but 7. So we've got 2 7s here. 16, disruption. A sudden, usually unforeseen disruption or major change is happening or about to take place. Even if it appears to be a negative experience, it can lead to enlightenment or a total shift in your lifestyle. The traditional tarot meanings, this card represents the falling tower that eventually crumbles due to its weak foundation. Whichever part of your life you focus on, this is an opportunity to rebuild with a solid, positive structure to make you or the situation even stronger. There are times when the most difficult situations arise in your life. If you choose to, they can act as a catalyst to heal other areas. They're beneficial because they're truly your greatest teachers. Learn from past mistakes, accept them, and integrate them into your life as stepping stones. To be forewarned is to be forearmed, so don't be scared that you know that there is a moment like this coming up. Now you can prepare yourself, you know something's coming up, and instead of fearing what it could be, know that this is your chance to level up in life. If there's something that's bothering you, if there's something deep down inside that you're hurting from, this is happening in your life so that you can heal it. This disruption card is a reminder that negative thinking, limiting beliefs, ignoring problematic situations, and risky or careless lifestyles must be addressed so that positive changes can take place. Life is a habit of moving you forward, whether you're ready or not. Transformation of body, mind, and soul can happen if you view this dramatic time or change as an opportunity for growth. In the future, you may look back and be thankful for this opportunity. And then we have patience and planning. Red, now the suffering in silence, by the way, has an indigo border that represents intuition, mental clarity. The disruption has a black border, which means that it's a major arcana card. So this, would indicate that it's a significant situation, a significant life situation, change, tower moment, crisis, transformation. I'm really getting dark night of the soul. I really believe that some of you are definitely experiencing a dark night of the soul right now. At the very minimum, depression. Number 7. The red border indicates root chakra, your groundedness, your security, your feeling centered and grounded. And then the patience and planning card. Good things come to those who wait. This card signifies the qualities of patience and letting go of control. You should now pause, rest, assess, and think about what's in front of you before continuing. Introspection. The number 7 physical card reminds you to reevaluate the goals that you're seeking, your finances, and even your relationships. Take the time to review each area one by one, for there's no rush when you're planning for a successful future. As you pause during this period, notice what has worked well for you in the past, not what you or others believe to be true, but in actual positive experiences. While you're at this reflecting stage, you can stand back and plan how you're going to handle potentially difficult, complex decisions and situations that may arise in the future. That's the part of this message that's for you right there. Spirit, can I get a clarifier card out on the King of Pentacles? Oh, you can't see the shuffle. I'm sorry. Please clarify the King of Pentacles for Virgo. What do we need to know about this King of Pentacles, please? King of Pentacles? Why do I have the King of Pentacles here? This is too many. Please clarify the King of Pentacles. What does... Too many! What does Virgo need to know about this King of Pentacles? Let's try this way, since I seem to be fumbling left and right. King of Pentacles, please. What does Virgo need to know about this King of Pentacles spirit? Deception and envy. 2 more cards for this King of Pentacles, please. 2 more cards. Thank you, Spirit. Victory and success. That's great. And patience. All right, so we've got 777. Look up angel number 777 after this read. There might be some significance there for you. So it looks like there's some deception and envy happening, either with you towards someone else or someone else towards you. It's a blue border card, so that's representing intuition. Use your intuition through the situation. Let's see what's going to be on page. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. That's funny. That was in the disruption card also. This card comes at a time when individuals or conditions are not what they appear to be. How well do you really know the people around you? Are they telling you everything you need to know? In business, make sure you gather all necessary information so that you are aware of and understand all the facts before continuing. You've worked hard. Don't let others take from you what is rightly yours. Unfortunately, some people may be envious of your accomplishments. This card also represents a time of sudden, and here's the message in this for you, Virgo, right here. This card also represents a time of sudden and unexpected changes, or when plans you're undertaking may not turn out exactly the way you envisioned. Have a plan B as a fallback strategy to prevent future problems. Use this card as a reminder to be prepared. It's better safe than sorry. And the great news is we have victory and success here. And that's got a purple border around it, indicating spirit, spirituality. I always think spirit specifically with this particular card because this dude is blowing the shofar, which to me represents the second coming of Christ, right? So this represents spirit himself. So you need to take this time to drop down and pray, ask for guidance from spirit. Let's see. Good news is on the way. The qualities of this positive card are completion, victory, and success that often allow a difficult period. That often follow a different period. Can I even speak? Many people around you are very proud to see how you triumphantly came through it. They respect you and may even attempt to follow your example. You've worked hard and devoted much effort to get to this point, so at this point you are getting through your dark night of the soul. You may come to a point in your life where you've become wiser and have grown up in so many ways. Always remember to stop and pat yourself on the back. You deserve it. This card also reminds you to stay grounded, remember where you came from, and keep your ego in check. Don't lose who you really are. This victory can be used as a teaching tool for the future. Realize that if you came through this challenging time, you can achieve anything. And then we have patience. We've got a 14 here, and a 14 goes to a 5 in numerology. 5 signify changes, crisis, transformation, challenges. And this card is just telling you to have patience. Again, this is a major arcana card. And this one says, this card signifies the need for patience, self-control, adjustment, moderation, and balance when dealing with others. Be gentle, Virgo, as well as yourself. Especially be gentle with yourself. This could be in areas of how you think and work and how you handle school, recreation, and the people in your life, or the spiritual path that's set before you. As a soul, you have more than one aspect of yourself to draw on for support. It's all about integration and learning to blend and balance both the physical and spiritual. You're an ethereal being in a physical body, enjoying a human experience. Therefore, since you're both, you should honor all of you. If you go through life denying yourself of the joy of combining these aspects, you're missing out on so much of what the world has to offer. Why accept a life that's half-lived? The Patience card reminds you to open your heart and mind and allow yourself to listen to other people's ideas, thoughts, and perspectives. Blissful harmony can be achieved when everyone learns to work as one. All benefit. Listening, sharing, reaching out will help you renew your faith in yourself and humankind. You'll become more aware of the miracles around you, as well as the ones that you have a hand in creating. The traditional tarot archetype of this card is the Temperance card. So now we have the World reversed, and that kind of makes sense in this situation because when you're going through the dark night of the soul, that's exactly what happens, is your whole world gets turned upside down on you. I literally had to lose everything and build it back up again during this experience. And I fought it off also. I did. I tried my best to hang on to every little thing I could. And we don't get to control this. This experience breaks you down completely so that it can build you back up again. This is divine visiting you, and this is your salvation. Why do we have the World card upside down? If you go through this experience and you open your heart and you allow it to happen, this is divine coming to heal you and wash you clean. You know that term, born again Christians. This is a death of the old you and a rebirth of a new you with a brand new clean slate. That's what this is. Spirit, why do we have the World card reversed for Virgo? Why do we have the World card reversed for Virgo? Show me what I need to see. Show me what I need to see, please. Movement, choices, and decisions. Like I said, movement, choices, dark light, dark light. Oops. This is too many, Spirit. Yeah, it's like a whole nother read. I did see the solar plexus chakra card in there, so perhaps some solar plexus chakra work. Would it be helpful? Thank you. We've got triumphant success. And why do we have the Queen of Swords? Please clarify the Queen of Swords. Show me what I need to see. Thank you. New beginnings. Two more clarifiers for the Queen of Swords, please. The waiting game. Again, patience. One more clarifier card, please, for the Queen of Swords. Look, there's that sacral chakra card, so I'm taking it, and, you know, Spirit has a lot to say about this, and you're going through one of the most important experiences of your life, so we're just going to take them. So, we've got sacral chakra. So you definitely could benefit from some sacral chakra work. New beginnings, the waiting game, sacral chakra. We have passion ignited, moving on, and a firm foundation. Interesting to see how this story is going to play out here. I don't usually need to read this Queen of Swords one, but with what you're going through, I want to hunt out every single message I can out of this for you. Queen of Swords is a lover of the truth. Yeah, okay. Remember I told you in my meditation, I saw a lot of blue and green, meaning in order for healing, you need to speak your truth. A strong, independent woman in control of the powers of her mind. Often graceful, she uses both charm and logic to succeed in the world. The sword she weighs in her hand demonstrates her potential power. She understands the paradoxical nature of reality and is able to be discerning, accurate, and necessary, and if necessary, tough. She is a natural analyst, thus makes a good lawyer or scientist. Discriminating and perceptive, with high ideals, she displays wisdom that comes from having known suffering and conflict, as well as joy and happiness. Some may find her professionalism and self-reliance intimidating, but her honesty and ability to be detached and objective make her an excellent ally, friend, or business partner. She can be stimulating and an enigmatic lover, but she may well not wish to devote herself to a full-time relationship. If not referring to a person, the card may suggest a need to be objective, or may augur favorably for any intellectual endeavor. Success in communications, exams, writing, politics, and debates are all indicated. And then we have the New Beginnings card. And this says, each and every journey begins with the all-important first step. When this card presents itself in your reading, it's confirming that it's time for you to take a brave leap of faith. But be prepared as you do so. This card represents that a great new adventure is awaiting you. It usually shows up when there's a significant inner change happening within you. By selecting this card, it's a sign that those important choices are needed. Yeah, your choices here. See, movement, choices, and decisions. So there's choices that you're going to need to make coming up that need to be carefully pondered as you proceed with wisdom, thought, and care. Life is constantly trying to nudge and move you forward. At times it can be daunting when you're faced with a new adventure or direction. Therefore, it calls for inner belief and courage as you take that leap of faith and step into the unknown. During this time, don't be alarmed if you feel lost or even confused. Most people are afraid of change and play it safe by staying where they are. Know that through inner guidance, wisdom, and a belief in yourself, and by tapping into these tools, you'll be propelled forward on a positive, life-changing path. Don't conform to what society or other individuals expect of you at this time. It's like your own adventure. During this time, be like an innocent child with fresh eyes and give yourself permission to live, play, love, and above all, laugh. And then we have the waiting game. Twos represent decisions of some sort. It's a purple border referring to spirituality or spirit. And then we have the waiting game. This card indicates you work hard to set things in motion. Isn't that funny? Did I just come up with this in my mind? I thought I saw the accelerated motion card. I must be wrong. I must have just thought of this in my mind. Oh, forward motion, that's why. Movement, the chariot. And you're now waiting for the results to come to fruition. The number 2 is all about choices and decision. In the past, you may have been afraid of making decisions or choices, but you are no longer held prisoner by this fear of the constraints of old beliefs. Expect the best and be open to the limitless power of your intuition, which is presently very strong. Trust and use it to assist you. Achievement and success are assured, but once obtained, don't let it change you. Remember who you are, the effort that it took you to get to this point, and the gratitude you need to show to the people who helped you. Stay on your spiritual path, for it will continue to guide you on the journey of your soul. Sacral chakra, that is your third chakra. It's located in your belly, just above your belly button. And that is where your creativity and your power comes from. And then we have passion ignited. And that's a purple border indicating spirituality also. The first of the spirit cards signifies this is the time to let your soul roar. New beginnings, ideas, revelations, and exciting adventures await you in your personal or business life. Creative endeavors, enthusiasm, positive energy, and a renewed spiritual strength are at an all-time high. The powerful force of spirit is flowing through you, and with it comes a new sense of purpose. Be all that you can be, Reach inside and tap into that force. Use it to move forward and set up a strong foundation. A strong foundation for the future. Other people may feel your excitement and joy and begin to benefit from the spark of life that's emanating from you. They'll wonder what's your secret, and your energy could even ignite their own spiritual journey. Follow your intuition and know that this is your time to spread your wings and fly. And then we have moving on 6, and that is a indigo border indicating your mental state, mental issues, mental clarity, intuition. 6, there's a 6 at the top of this card. 6s represent balance and harmony. You're about to embark on a much needed journey to leave the past behind. I love it. This card lets you know that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and it signifies the time has arrived in which a difficult cycle in your life is coming to end. Praise Jesus, hallelujah, right? In the traditional tarot, this card implies traveling or going forward. There's your movement, loves. Involving crossing water or even moving abroad. Calmer waters are ahead. And with all the lessons you've learned from past experiences, you're approaching this period having grown, and you're so much stronger for it. The healing process is underway. Praise Jesus, hallelujah. I told you, speak your truth and healing. This was so prominent in my meditation for you, Virgo. The healing process is underway, and now you can set goals, desires, and objectives to secure a more positive and successful future. Because your mind is more settled and less worried, synchronistic events will bring the right conditions and introduce people into your life for the highest good. All of this that you're going through is working you to this. A firm foundation. Red, the red border around this card signifies your root chakra. And again, your root chakra is your sense of security, feeling grounded, feeling rooted. So, as hard as this situation, as this experience is, I know this might sound counterintuitive or crazy, but you'll see at the end of this, it's not a situation to be feared. It's a situation to be thankful for. I truly believe Yeshua, aka Jesus, was side by side, close with me the whole time I went through this, even when I couldn't feel him. And he helped me get through it, and he's been healing me ever since. That, like I said, that saying, these storms were meant to wash you clean, fully applies to this situation. It's like facing your demons so that they can't chase you anymore, and you can move on in a healthy manner and not be imprisoned by those memories, that hurt and that pain that you're holding inside of you. This is a chance to be brave, face those demons, so that you can truly, once and for all, put it behind you. At the end of it, for me, it was like unzipping a heavy skin and walking right out. Oftentimes when you go through this, you learn that you've been carrying more responsibility or burdens than you even needed to be. Again, if you need help with this situation, knowing how to get through it, knowing how to practice self-care, knowing how to identify your wounds and heal them, if you need help learning how to go within and communicate with your inner self, communicate with your guides, please feel free to reach out and I will be happy to help you. My email is mysticroseawakening@gmail.com. And like I said, I have some great resources, and I can help you find your way through this and to the light. Okay? Take care of yourself, Virgo. All my love.